All right, what's going on? Conscious Crew, it's your favorite breakdown commentator. Welcome to another episode of the Consciouztv platform. I'm not going to keep you guys here long, but I just wanted to really speak to the situation with Wendy Williams. It keeps coming up, girls, so we got to talk about it. But before we do so, go ahead and thumbs up the video until it is absolutely stuck. I need all those thumbs up because I done did like 3 pre-uploads and 3 different community wall posts, and my notifications are completely shot because you only get like 3 of them per every 24-hour cycle. So right now we on our own when it comes to notifications. All right, so as you guys are coming in, please thumbs up the video. I need every last single one of y'all to thumbs up the video. This is the only way that notifications are going to be sent out and we're going to get into the algorithm. It's if you guys press the like button on this video. Rather, the thumbs up is from the replay gang, those who are bush babies or those who are actively in the streets right now with me in real time. Your thumbs up is necessary. Also, shout out to all the new subbies. We are on our way to 51K and up. So proud of us, honey. I love this for us. Teamwork absolutely makes the dream work. Last but not least, also make sure that you guys have your notification bell set to all so that you never miss a day or hour when the Kang is Kanging. And also, share this link out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your Snapchat, your Facebook, your MySpace, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let them whores know that we're loud, we're live, and we're certainly in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, you guys? Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys had a safe and prosperous, fulfilling, amazing holiday weekend. If a holiday is what y'all want to call it, okay? Y'all already know how I feel about holidays. I don't do miss holidays. I don't do those man-made, capitalistic, patriarchal ass days. Child, the only holiday that I recognize is my motherfucking birthday. But all y'all still live in the matrix, okay? So happy holidays to you all. What is going on, madam? Hey, Vala. What's going on, the Tea Lounge? Hey, LaKendra. Hey, everybody. I need you guys to thumbs up this video. Our notifications are completely shot because I was uploading my ass off today on both the community wall and the video tabs. If you guys have missed any of those uploads, please check out the video tab of my channel so you guys can see the pre-uploads, which were just excerpts from me and Dr. Reed's recent interview. Because it was 2.5 hours and we cover an array of topics, I decided to kind of break down the interview into different segments so that in case you guys who didn't have an opportunity to listen to a 2.5-hour interview, you guys could still catch incrementally, you know, different aspects of the interview, etc. So make sure that you guys check that out. I also want to say thank you so much to all of the donators and contributors from that interview as well, baby. Dr. Reed ushered in a lot of coin, child, toward the end of all that working. We were working for y'all, child. So thank you all who donated to PayPal and to Cash App. And shout out to Dr. Reed for the donation as well, because, you know, he's just the generous king like that. All right, what's going on? Brains Tickle. Hey, boo. Hey, y'all. Black China and Ray J think they can't be touched. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm sure they don't think they can. Most celebrities don't think they can be touched, child. All right. So let's go ahead and just get into it. We got a few things that we got to get into. You guys have heard about the recent distressing tea about one of y'all's favorite talk show hosts, the very messy, very vivacious and bold Wendy Williams. Child, it is being reported that Wendy Williams has been considered permanently impaired and incapacitated, according to her guardian. I'm going to read from an article So listen up to what's going on with Miss Wendy Williams, guys, courtesy of NBCnews.com. Wendy Williams has become cognitively impaired and permanently incapacitated, according to a memo filed by her guardian's lawyers. The 60-year-old former talk show host has been afflicted by early onset dementia, resulting in her incapacitation. Attorneys for her guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, said in a legal filing in New York court on November the 12th, just 3 days before my birthday. Williams was diagnosed in 2023 with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia, her team said in a statement in February. Primary progressive aphasia is a nervous system syndrome that affects the ability to communicate. Frontotemporal dementia, or FTD, refers to a group of diseases that affects the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain and is usually associated with behavioral and personality changes, as well as difficulty with language, according to the Mayo Clinic. The filing is part of a lawsuit Marise filed against A&E Television Network's Lifetime Entertainment Services and others in connection with the release of the docuseries Where is Wendy Williams in February. In the November 12th memo, attorneys for Morrissey asked the court to approve some redactions of sensitive non-public information to the defense's portion of a joint status letter in Williams' guardianship case to protect her privacy. That case is under seal. It said that the proposed redactions are very narrowly drawn and do not undermine the public's ability to understand the core facts and legal arguments at issue in the litigation. In 2022, Williams' bank, Wells Fargo, petitioned to have her placed under financial guardianship, claiming she was incapacitated and a victim of undue influence and financial exploitation. Williams later pushed back against those claims. Williams hosted the Wendy Williams Show from 2008 to 2021. Speculation about Williams' health began in 2017 after she fainted live on air. Williams has been open with her audience about her struggle with addiction. In 2019, she told viewers that she was living in a sober house and that she had sought treatment for drug use. She had also revealed she was taking time off because of Graves' disease, which is an autoimmune disorder. Williams was also absent from her show in 2021 and 2022 because of her health reasons, Variety reported. Sherry Shepard took over the time slot in 2022 before the Wendy Williams Show was eventually canceled. In the time that she was off air, Wells Fargo petitioned that Williams receive financial guardianship. Williams essentially retired from the public eye in 2022. In the suit filed by Morrissey, she claims that those involved with the docuseries took advantage of a vulnerable Williams in the cruelest, most obscene way possible for their own financial gain. Quote, as apparently obvious from the very first minutes of the program itself, Where is Wendy Williams was highly vulnerable and clearly incapable of consenting to being filmed, much less humiliated and exploited, the complaint in the case said. The complaint said the profits from the series should go to Williams, who will need significant funding to provide for proper medical care and supervision for the rest of her life. A&E did not immediately respond to NBC News' request for comment on Wednesday. A&E had previously told NBC News about the suit, quote, we look forward to the unsealing of our papers as well, as they tell a very different story. The docuseries filmmakers told Today.com in February they were not aware of Williams' diagnosis during production, though they acknowledged, quote, that some days Wendy was on very windy. Other days, she wasn't. Representative for Williams did not immediately respond to a request for comment. All right, so in this article, girl, y'all hear everything from remembering her Graves' disease to frontotemporal dementia to alcoholism, etc. You guys know that Wendy Williams was showing visible signs of things just being very wrong and very off, okay? I'm going to remind you of what that looked like. And hello to everybody in the chat. What's going on, Andrew? Hey, Jehovah. What's going on, LaKendria? Hey, St. Marquise. What's going on, Juanita? Hey, you all. What's going on, y'all? Make sure y'all are thumbing up the video, child. So just as a flashback Thursday, this is what her family, production, everybody has been dealing with behind the scenes. Remember this infamous TMZ interview, honey, where Wendy Williams almost put her whole entire foot in her damn mouth, courtesy of fair use? Check this out.
An hour, 2 hours, but I don't want to be in partnership, maybe, or maybe not. But I don't know,
All right.
The DSW Black Friday sale is on.
TMZ always got 50 trillion damn articles. Then there was this here child. All right, there's been a lot going on with Miss Williams. I would check out my inbox. Thank you for that, injury. So there's been a lot going on, child, with Miss Wendy Williams, girl. We also know that there was like all of this drama around her finances because remember her son had allegedly spent almost $100,000 he had taken from her bank account. Allegedly, this is what had put Wells Fargo on high alert. And come to find out, Wendy Williams apparently had given her son permission to throw himself a lavish birthday party, which ended up running up a $100,000 tab, okay? Even though there was it was just a lot of weird information, a lot of contradictory information taking place. It was being speculated that the son was also using Wendy Williams, that, he was doing the bidding for his father, taking advantage of his mother. It was just a hot, itty mess, okay? Before we go any further, I also want to read this article that Andrew has sent to me, courtesy of US Today. So thank you so much for this, Andrew. This article cites Wendy Williams' guardian faces counterclaim from A&E Lifetime over docuseries lawsuit. A&E television networks and Lifetime Entertainment Services have brought a counterclaim against Wendy Williams' guardian, Miss Sabrina, who sued the network over a docuseries they released about the former television host. According to the legal documents filed on November 15th, the King's birthday in New York, the entertainment companies are seeking the cost and fees that they incurred from defending themselves from Sabrina's lawsuit against them. The companies argue in their counterclaim that Sabrina sought to inhibit the exercise of free speech and harass publishers by forcing them to spend money to defend against baseless suits. US Today has reached out to Sabrina representatives for comment. The companies also allege in their counterclaim that Sabrina's lawsuit against them were prompted by the desire to protect her own image. Quote, it was only when Morrissey realized that the documentary would question the quality of her own guardianship of Wendy Williams that Morrissey suddenly decided to try to ensure the documentary would never be released. The document states, remember we covered all of this, you guys. There's a lot of back and forth. Sabrina was trying to stop this documentary from coming out. I think at first the public was all for her stopping the documentary because everybody was really empathetic toward Wendy Williams' plight until we saw the damn documentary. And then, to the counterclaims point, Sabrina got flamed the hell up, and then that's when she had to definitely go in for damage control because it definitely created more questions around who was taking care of Wendy, the quality of these people's intention and agenda toward her, whether she was incubated in a system of love or whether she was being surrounded by a bunch of thieving ass wolves, baby. Okay, it got real nasty. The article goes on to say, that the companies also said in their counterclaim that their docuseries showed how Williams' guardianship isolated her from her family, left her largely alone and unattended in her apartment, exacerbated her self-destructive behavior and mental decline, and failed to prevent Williams' use and or abuse of alcohol. Morrissey has been pursuing legal action against A&E Television Networks, Lifetime Entertainment Services, and others involved in the release of Where is Wendy Williams?, a docuseries about Williams' abrupt exit from public life that came out in February. A November 12th memo filed by Morrissey's attorneys described Williams as a acclaimed entertainer who tragically has been afflicted by early onset dementia. In that document, they also revealed Williams has become cognitively impaired and permanently incapacitated. In an amended September complaint, Morrissey accused the defendants of taking advantage of Williams in the cruelest, most obscene way possible for their own financial gain. Williams' representatives revealed in February that she was diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia in 2023. In a follow-up statement to USA Today, at the time, they said Williams is able to do many of things for herself and was involved in the selection process for her care team. All right, so basically what you have here are two different sides. Hey, intersex. Hey, boo. Hey, women's in tea. Hey, King Buddha. Why you got that picture of her holding up her elephant foot, baby? Because y'all need to see just how incapacitated Mama's is. So basically what you have is a lawsuit between two entities accusing each other essentially of the very same thing. Both parties are accusing each other of exploiting Wendy, making money off of Wendy, and the reality is the truth can be the case for both of them at this point, okay? Because it's not like this documentary came from a friend. So on A&E's part, of course, this is television. Of course, your first incentive is to make money, and you're not going to do anything as a television network that does not render the coinage, all right? So the integrity is always washed and sloppy and raggedy when it comes to networks, all right? As it relates to Sabrina, equally so, baby, okay? This docuseries did show some of the errors and some of the pitfalls in the care. It left the public definitely questioning what in the hell is happening to Wendy? Who is all these damn people? And why does she still have access to liquor? Why are some of her employees still being a yes man to her, etc., girl? So, of course, everybody got flamed up. I definitely believe that Sabrina got upset once she saw the clapback and the issues from the public, and her reputation and character was called into question, and it was a hot mess. Yeah, you guys, I'm so sorry that y'all didn't get any notifications. Hey, Cynthia, because, you know, I did 3 pre-uploads today, so I shot all of my notifications, so YouTube is not sending out any notifications. The only people probably finding me right now are the people who happen to be scourging through the internet and just happen to see that I'm live. So I need y'all to thumbs up, because YouTube only gives you 3 sets of notifications within a 24-hour period. Once you use those up, you're done. You're dead. So yes, I'm so glad you guys were able to make it, all right? So I believe the truth is the case for both sides, baby. However, I do think A&E more than likely is going to be able to win their suit, their countersuit, which establishes that this is just a petty bitch who got exposed and she's just mad as hell. Plus, the documentary also does not infringe upon Wendy nor A&E's free speech clauses, etc., child. So there it is. We will keep you guys updated on what's happening with that. Now, you guys also know that Bruce Willis, okay, American actor, was also diagnosed with the very same frontotemporal dementia back in February of 2023. People didn't know what the hell was going on with Bruce Willis. His family didn't know what the hell was going on. You guys know there was a lot of back and forth. He was working, then not working. And finally, he got diagnosed with FTD, the same diagnosis as Miss Wendy. Now he pretty much also is in the care of his family, while they are also depressed and saddened and tragic by this diagnosis, which is a debilitating disease. They also are relieved because at least they can ground their plane and know what they were dealing with, because before the diagnosis, they just didn't know what the fuck was going on with Bruce Willis. Now, for those of you who don't know, as the article said, frontotemporal dementia is a neurodegenerative condition that tends to strike people between the ages of 45 and 65, which is why Bruce Willis and Wendy Williams are candidates for this disease. Researchers say that lifestyle changes can reduce a younger adult's risk of getting this disease. Experts recommend moderate physical exercise, mental games such as puzzles, and quality sleep, all of which Wendy Williams was not getting, which is why we're talking about this today. Wendy Williams, let me give a disclaimer before I go any further. Some of y'all not gonna like this type of teaching, and that's okay, baby, because I teach, baby. I'm not a people pleaser. I'm a teacher. This is the reality. Wendy Williams chose her ego over her actual well-being. Now, y'all know what type of platform I have, baby. Over here, y'all fix our lives. We get into our shadow work. We have very hardcore confrontations. We get very real about the issues that are going on within society, that are going on within our lives. We have those confrontations. The shadow work is what Wendy Williams refused to do. And as a result of her refusing to do the work, she tried to ignore the work. She tried to treat her soul through dependency upon alcoholism. And as a result, it exacerbated her health issues and even manifested her health issues, aka the frontotemporal dementia. Yes, there are a lot of moving parts in this thing. You have exploitive networks around her. You have producers with their own agenda. You have television networks who all have their hands in it. You have Wells Fargo and that funky ass situation. It is absolutely redonkulous. But at the end of the day, regardless of all of the other parasites that are latched on to the circumstances surrounding Wendy Williams, what the core issue is Wendy Williams was an egotistical, self-obsessed maniac who refused to prioritize her actual mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. And we know that Wendy Williams lacked spiritual integrity because she spent her whole life ruining other people's lives, okay? So there's that. I want what's happening to Wendy to be a receipt for all consumers that you can run, you can jog and walk even, but you cannot ultimately hide from those demons that you shove to the back of your closet. Yes, Von Yvonne, a cautionary tale, because if the pressure from your problems don't cave, you know what's going to make you vulnerable to your demons? If the circumstances and situations themselves don't, your old age, baby. Because see, as you age, your brain weakens. You're more vulnerable energetically. And all that shit you've been suppressing, all that stuff you've been oppressing, all that shit you've been running from, baby, is going to come avalanching down into your fucking soul. And guess who knows all about this firsthand? I do. Because I took care of my grandfather the last 6 years of his life, because he also died from progressive dementia. My grandfather was an egomaniac, a loving, funny man, but had a dark side, baby. He came from the generation of niggas who ruled with an iron fist, took no shit, believed in the abuse of women and wives. Papa was definitely a rolling stone. And because of his aggressiveness, because of his emotional and physical violence, definitely did his part in traumatizing all of my aunts and uncles. My grandfather was also a product of perverse abuse at the hands of his own family, coupled with the grooming and massaging of a sexist, misogynistic culture. So the last 3 years of my grandfather's life, I watched this man and listened to this man scream in his sleep. I watched him be terrorized and menaced by his own memories, by the condition of his soul. I watched him cry in his nightmares. I listened to him endure and live with this affliction in his mind, which was like an automatic projection screen that he couldn't close his eyes to. He was forced to look into himself. He was forced to see all of the horrendous aspects of his life and his condition and his truths. And there was nowhere to go because his body had broken down in a way that it left him arrested in this state. And he died that way. Wendy Williams, as tragic as her ending may be, Wendy, like everybody else, had a motherfucking choice. Wendy chose fame. Wendy chose minding other people's motherfucking business instead of taking care of her damn self. You've heard the old saying, baby, sweep in front of your own door before you go scurrying around other people's porch. Some of this empathy from the public puts Wendy in a position to be seen as a victim when you all have watched this woman prioritize everybody else's funky ass business except her own. Y'all have watched her dig into the nooks and crevices of everybody else's life, everybody else's problems, everybody else's divorces, everybody else's motherfucking issues while she was sitting up there in her mansion by herself, swallowed up in alcoholism and stress. And doing not a damn thing about it, but attempting to row your boat in fame and money, trying to cure up a spiritual and emotional issue with a material remedy. And y'all out here crying for her, as if Wendy didn't have all the time, all the motherfucking space, all the resources, all the coin, all the motherfucking access to treat her condition. And she didn't. Y'all Bibles say, let every man and woman work out his or her own soul salvation. Y'all Bibles tell the inhabitants of this matrix to not live and eat off bread alone, for it is, what's the saying? Something about a rich man and a camel's eye in heaven, bitch. That's the thing, Andrew. Had Wendy chosen her goddamn help, she would have never been in no damn position to be stolen from. These are the things Wendy had the opportunity to think about. I have a child to live for. I have a legacy to protect. And more importantly, I have a right to joy and to peace. And as a high-valued, wealthy woman, I have the means to have all of the spiritual, physical, and emotional surgery done on me in order to be reborn again in 4K clarity and to take ownership of my motherfucking life. Yes, Wendy is being preyed upon, but nonetheless, circumstances that Wendy ass ultimately chose as a result of not being as passionate and emboldened about her own life, her own darkness, her own suffering, as she was in the business of exploiting and banking on the suffering of her peers. The only thing that I personally find to be sad in the situation is the choice this woman didn't make. I don't per se see her as a victim in the way that, most people will. I'm saddened for her because this is the road she chose. I'm saddened for her that Wendy sat up there in her penthouse and instead of getting the people on the line who loved her, who able to tell her, bitch, get your ass up and take your ass to a doctor and put this motherfucking bottle down, ho. I don't give a fuck if you mad at me. I don't give a fuck how you feel about what I'm telling you, bitch. I will put the relationship on the line to tell you what the hell you need to fucking be told. I'm mad she chose her yes man. I'm upset that she participated in her own demise. See, people can only do to you what the fuck you ultimately allow them to do, either directly or indirectly to your ass. And every choice you make for better or for worse is determining your reality tomorrow. Every decision you ain't making is determining your reality tomorrow. Every choice you are making is determining your reality tomorrow. Everything you motherfucking do becomes a reality. Everything matters. Everything you do matters. Every step you take matters. It all matters. And what the fuck you don't want to do is be a Bruce Willis and a Wendy Williams and end up in a reality of your own making at a time where you cannot pull the reverse again. Where you don't have the opportunity to hit a reverse Uno. You don't have an opportunity to moonwalk your ass out of that shit. How many times are we going to see this shit? From Amy Winehouse, Britney Spears, Michael Jackson, Prince, Amanda Seals, Mariah Carey. Over and over and over. At some point in time, baby, we gotta get real with people and telling them, bitch, there is nobody to blame, like Janet Jackson said, but you. You can't blame nobody but you. And because you got predatory, parasitic, greedy, unloving, opportunistic demons out here roaming around in the form of your family, in the form of your friends, in the form of your co-workers, in the form of your neighbors, all the more reason why we got to be clear about who the fuck we are and what the fuck we do. And I'm going to tell you why I have so little. It is really hard for me to see people of means. It's hard for me to draw out the same level of compassion for them because I see people with much less fighting for their fucking lives. I see every day single, poor-ass black women, poor-ass black men fighting for their lives. Every dollar going toward therapy. Every choice is going toward undoing their trauma and doing the motherfucking work. Piss poor-ass people at the bottom of the pyramid. fighting for their salvation. And then we look up to the highest part of the mountain with people who got money and resource pouring out of the seams, just letting themselves rot, letting themselves corrode, letting themselves wither away. And then I'm supposed to come on this bitch and whine and cry and complain about the rich and the wealthy falling short of the goddamn glory, while the everyday inhabitants of this planet with far less time and far less resources and far less understanding, baby, are gunning for their best life and not giving a fuck who they gotta cut off, what sober facility they gotta be in, for how motherfucking long, what foot gotta be amputated, what surgery gotta be done, what divorce papers gotta be filed in order to save your motherfucking happiness. Everyday people, while these ignorant ass materialistic celebrities and people of wealth think for some reason that they are above the consequences and repercussions of dropping the motherfucking ball on yourself. You don't get no sympathy from me. Not from me, you don't. In the words of Iyanla to Wendy, not on my watch. The problem is, y'all take a lot of onus off of people and their autonomy and put too much fragrant accountability on everybody else. Wendy made her choice, and this was her prize in the bubblegum machine. Absolutely tragic, absolutely unfortunate that she chose denial over truth. She chose materiality over self-care. She chose impulse and compost over discipline. So sad and so tragic, but nonetheless, her choices. And let me tell all y'all who listen, hear me today. Let whomever have eyes, let whomever have ears, hear me to motherfucking day. Wendy gonna be your ass if you think that somebody else is gonna pay for what you're doing to yourself. Your ass will be stinking in the motherfucking grave while a bitch ass nigga or a bitch ass bitch has gone on and lived their best lives after fucking you over, after disappointing you, after abandoning you, after raping and stealing and pillaging the best parts of your life, and your ass will be the one with a tombstone on top. All this self-loathing, all this self-pity, all this somebody else did it. Yeah, somebody else might have did it, bitch. But if you don't clean it up, if you don't clean up the mess that somebody else made in the house of your soul, you're going to be the only person to pay for it, not the person who did it. That's why you have so many motherfuckers who had to go to the grave bitter. So many people had to go to the grave upset, mad, unfulfilled, thinking that somebody was going to come through the sky for them, thinking that somebody was going to come back for them and make it right. The universe is holding you and you alone accountable. Wendy Williams, Britney Spears, Michael Jackson, all these people are the cautionary tales of all motherfucking tales. And y'all better get y'all shit together, baby. And get over this somebody is gonna save me fantasy. Overcome, undo, and unalive this expectation that somehow time is gonna make it all right. Bitch, time ain't gonna do nothing but be an enemy unto your mind. Time ain't never helped nobody who wasn't fucking trying. Thank you so much, baby mother Anya, for the old nasty piece of cash app. Thank you, baby mother. Y'all know all donation information. Is it? And Madonna barely hanging on. That bitch was just filled with septic poisoning and on her damn dying bed last year. Hopefully she thriving now. Hopefully she doing her work instead of being 80 trying to get a damn BBL, trying to fit in. Baby, y'all, life ain't playing. We can play. Life ain't motherfucking playing. We can play. These spiritual laws ain't motherfucking playing. We can play. The spirit, baby, ain't motherfucking playing. I had to really come up here and get this off my chest. I'm wishing Wendy Williams the best. I'm wishing her light and motherfucking love. It is fucked up to see one of our public figures just fall so far from grace. I'm talking about she went from above the clouds, baby, to wherever the bottom at, bitch. Wherever that is. But at the same time, ain't no lies gonna be told. Ain't gonna conflate no issues. Wendy prioritized everybody else's business but her own. She swept in front of everybody else's motherfucking door instead of her fucking own. And Wendy ain't no different. She ain't bound by no different of laws, baby, than any of us are. There are no exceptions to the motherfucking rule. I don't give a fuck how rich you is, how beautiful you is, what gender you is, what orientation you is, what religious status you are, what ethnicity you is. There are no exceptions to the rules. None. And on that note, y'all tell me what y'all think below. Thumbs up, baby. Share. Told y'all I came for a solid time. Not a long time tonight, baby. Y'all be safe out here on these streets. Y'all know T on top of T is tomorrow. I think we on Nosy Ho channel, but Nosy Ho is, I think, down for another week. So we might either be on my channel or Roy's channel. I will let y'all know tomorrow. But y'all tell me what y'all think about everything going on with Miss Wendy, baby. Two things to be true at the same time, baby. It's tragic. It's fucked up. Other people are exploiting Wendy, but William also exploited her damn self, baby. Don't leave Wendy herself out of the conversation. Don't leave Wendy herself out of the accountability table. We can talk about Sabrina. We can talk about her personal assistant. We can talk about her children. We can talk about Kevin, but put a comma, and fit Wendy Williams' name up in that motherfucking shit too. She is not without fault. She is not without self-injury. She is not without self-sabotage in this situation. Not at all, baby. Right, Key? What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck people expected. Because these be the same people, baby, talking about karma and karmic laws and you reap what you sow. And then when it's reaping season, when it's sowing season, baby, it's like, wait a minute, wait. Y'all the same ones that acknowledge spiritual systems and all this shit, baby, when it's all fun and cute, when it's all fun and games. And then when that season shows up, baby, to give you your spiritual tax return, We confused, baby. I'm confused. Very clear about what's taking place here. So, baby, I got to get out of here. I got niggas to go tend to, even though I'm so not gay anymore. This is my last season being gay, child. All right. I will see y'all later. Y'all let me know what time it is. Tell me how you feel below. Give it to me. Thumbs up, share. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.